Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm here with Shiva Rose, founder of The Local Rose. And we're going to be talking about beauty and holistic healing and all kinds of beautiful things. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being here, everybody.
So I'd love to dive right in and ask you about the fact that you work in holistic beauty in LA. It's a bit of a contradiction to be working in holistic beauty in a town that really values looking younger and younger. And can you talk about that a little bit? Tell us what that's like.
Yeah, I think, well, the one good thing about LA, well, first of all, I'm a native, which is kind of rare.
Yeah.
So I was born there. And the one amazing
You're one of the rare
thing, yeah, not so much now, but I think it used to be much more rare. But one of the things about Los Angeles that I've been hearing more and more is that things are starting sort of in LA, sort of, Santa Monica, Venice area, and then they're filtering towards the rest of the world. Yeah. And I'm not being egocentric, I don't think. I think that's actually proven like in the wellness world and the holistic world. And I feel like I can say this again because I'm from LA, but I feel like LA is like the pinnacle of the dark and the pinnacle of the light. I feel like it's sort of this place where, all these energies are sort of converging. I mean, it's like the end. You can't go further than California, right? So I feel like a lot of people just go and then they can't go further and they're sort of stuck there. Yeah. But it's sort of amazing that way. So yeah, there's a lot of darkness because it's a city of broken dreams. A lot of people come there to become stars and don't quite make it. And then it's a city of dreams, a city of angels. So it's really this fascinating dance between the two opposing energies. And yes, there is that idea where LA is sort of obsessed with youth, maybe because of Hollywood. Right. But again, I feel like we're breaking some molds also.
Yeah. Well, you say that we shouldn't fear having expression in our faces.
Yeah, well, I was an actress for many, many years, and I remember right when I sort of transitioned.
Is a tool, right?
Yes, and when I was transitioning out of acting, but I remember like some of the breakdowns. They'd say they wanted actresses that had never had Botox, which I thought was like, wow. They actually were saying that. Yeah, they were actually saying that they wanted actresses whose foreheads could move, which I think would be. I mean, as a storyteller, you want your face to move, right. So it's definitely a place where you see a lot of that. And maybe that's, I mean, my issue with some of that is that then people begin to look alike. Yeah. And then there isn't sort of the individual quality and your life sort of showing up on your face, and your life's joy and your life's adventure. I mean, that's part of beauty, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You like to tell people that you're older than you really are. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Well,
the internet's made a rare woman in that way.
The internet's made me a little bit older, just FYI, and I'm trying to fix that. But then I was like, you know what? No, maybe it's good to look, better for my years. Go the other way. Yeah. I'm sort of a rebel at heart, so I feel like just if everyone's always trying to say they're younger, I'll just say I'm older.
So let's talk a little bit about beauty rituals. I know that we don't like the word aging right now in our culture, so let's call it experience. So with women with a bit of experience under our belts, what do you think that we should all be doing? What are the rituals?
Wow. Okay. Well, I feel like we live in such please forgive me for this, but in a masculine sort of time. It just seems things are very fast and sort of
Not the first person I've talked to this weekend.
Okay. I just feel like being feminine, which is something I've had to learn, is about slowing down. It's about receiving. It's about pleasure. It's about being juicy. It's about all these things that we need to go back to. And again, I've had to learn this because I'm fast by nature. I'm like a hummingbird. I'm just like, like constantly doing so many things, and I'm like, no, I have to slow down and be in the moment, because that's the feminine. And so beauty rituals have helped me in health, with my health. I have many rituals. It takes me a while to get out of the house, but I get up really early now. But yes, there are beauty rituals, because that sort of is about honoring the sacred within you. And when you're honoring the sacred within you, you're not a victim. And we get out of the victim mindset. And that also goes for, everything. Like, oh, why am I not getting this? Or why isn't this happening for me? It's like the human condition. Sometimes we compare and think about our issues. So this sort of gets us out of that by empowering ourselves with self-love. And a lot of this is based in Ayurveda, which I was just telling my friends today, like in the Ayurvedic tradition, when a mama has a baby, the baby and the mama are massaged for 40 days.
What?
40 days.
Where does this happen? Exactly.
In
Precisely.
India. I mean, there's issues sometimes in India as well, but I mean, this is like in the Ayurvedic tradition. And I think if you did that, there would be less postpartum, there would be less colic babies, there would just be a less issues on our healthcare.
So why do you think that self-care is often thought of as indulgent in our culture?
Maybe that's sort of a patriarchal stamp on things. I don't know. I mean, I think we need to definitely rethink that, because as I know as a mama, I cannot give unless I am filled up. I mean, I cannot love unless I am filled up. And that goes the same with the planet. I mean, I think once we're in a good place, then we can, heal ourselves, and then we can heal the planet. It's like a mirror. It's a complete mirror. So we have to go back to that.
What are the Ayurvedic beauty practices, other than the 40 days of massage, which I'm definitely going to start tomorrow, that we can all be trying? Like, what are things that are good for women to be doing? We're talking about the importance of these daily practices, and what are some of them?
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm speaking to people who probably already do a lot of these things, but the basics are things like oil pulling in the morning, to clear out all the toxins out of your body, dry brushing, which is excellent for the lymphatic system.
Morning and night, or both?
I usually do it in the evening, which is so great to get rid of the layer of skin and get the blood going and the organs going. Cold showers, which is something we do in Kundalini yoga, that awakens your hormonal system, your adrenals, your pituitary, awakens the organs, flushes out toxins. So really cold showers, cold water plunges. Eating more oils. I mean, I was quite thin in my 20s and 30s, and I've gained, put on more weight because I eat so much oils, because I feel better. I had a lot of health issues, and I think part of it was because I wasn't getting enough fat. So more oils, both topically and internally. Ghee, butter. I mean, I get a raw butter that I'd probably get arrested for. It's so crazy. I could smoke pot and I wouldn't get arrested, but this raw butter, I would get arrested because it crosses state lines. Right. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that live, but I've been arrested already twice, so what's another time for protesting? Nothing crazy, but yes. So the butter is so confessions. But this is all about staying in your vibrancy and in your youth, right? You just have to be adventurous, and you have to speak the truth, and you have to eat life, I think. So yes, butter is very good.
You say that there are some beauty secrets in your family, some Iranian beauty secrets. What can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, so I'm half Iranian, and the Iranian women are pretty much, I mean, even growing up, I'd look at the Iranian women, I'd be like, what are they? I mean, they're just they have it going on, the nails and the hair and the skin. And but some of the more natural ones, there's this one thing that I've just ordered, which is hard to find, which is why I don't sell it on my website yet. But it's this amazing white piece of chalk mineral and possibly sheep's stomach, sorry. Please, vegans, don't come after me. But it's an ancient Iranian beauty ritual, and you scrub it on your skin with a loofah, and it literally leaves your skin like silk. there's that, and then there's an herb that Iranian women use, and I've been using it on my hair. It makes it really thick and lustrous. So there's a few of them.
Yeah, lovely. Can we go back to that idea about juicy?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that and what that
Yeah,
what that
this
means?
is a good topic because I feel like in the traditional sort of conventional makeup lines and skincare lines, a lot of them have water and alcohol. And again, maybe some of these formulas will plump you up for a short while, but not in the long term. They dry you out. And I feel like as a society, I feel like it's a big burden on my heart, this drought that we're suffering in California, because again, it's another example of drying us out. I feel again, it's a direct correlation between us and Mama Nature. And I feel like, yeah, it's all about staying fluid, staying, with the fruits and the waters and the coconuts and the nectars and the oils. I mean, one of my favorite places on earth is Kauai. And the reason is because it's so lush, it's constantly raining, and the fruit, I know it might have high sugar intake, but just when you eat all that fruit, you see it in your skin, and there's something about that. And in Ayurveda too, they do believe, they like fruit usually stewed, usually cooked, but they're big on that, on fruit as well.
So last question, tell me if you could tell women about what they should do to support vibrant, ageless, juicy beauty for the rest of their lives, what is it?
I would say get out in nature. For me, it's been so healing, Mama Earth and Father Sky. And I know it might sound cliche, but truly that has healed me. And I think I feel the most beautiful when I'm naked with my sisters under the moonlight, which just happened recently. But yeah, I think you don't want to lose that part of yourself that's like connected to the earth. Because I think that's when we feel the most beautiful. Walking barefoot on the ground, getting the minerals, which is also good for your skin and your hair. We're lacking in magnesium. We need more minerals, which doesn't come from our soil, so we need to put it back into ourselves by walking on the earth and putting it, taking minerals and magnesium. So yes, I'd say getting into nature is number one.
Is there a moon practice there?
There's a couple moon practices, definitely.
I just had a feeling.
Yeah, moon bathing, and I love to do this thing where you take the full moon, and you put a bowl of water, and it's sort of like you can see the moon's reflection in the bowl, and then you make sort of this offering, and then you drink it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have time for a few questions if anyone has anything. Are we good? Yeah.
Well, I know.
The question was, do you have a particular meditation that you'd like to prescribe for beauty?
There's so many in the Kundalini practice, which is so, one of the reasons why I'm so attracted to that modality. But definitely cat-cow is excellent for opening up also the pituitary, but getting the hormone system and the lymphatic system going. Breath of fire is really good to get the digestive fluids going and to clear you out and clear toxins out. There's so many in that. I'd say just practice Kundalini. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, any last question? All right. Shiva, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.